Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Syntax Sorcerer. Today, we're going to be learning about constructors and destructors. I'm going to do this one in one part, and hopefully it's not too long, but we're going to go over constructors first. So, let's do it. Lesson 29, Constructors, Destructors. Weird. Purpose of constructors. What are constructors? Constructors, I'm just going to, cons, are special methods that automatically, when called, or I'm sorry, automatically, that are automatically called, they're automatically called when an instance of a class is created. Some of you might be like, wait, so we've been using constructors this whole time? Yup. Their primary purpose is to initialize the new object. Yes, sir. Constructors can basically, they can set initial values for fields. Oh man, I'm just having like brain fart. They can perform any setup or configuration needed, and then they also ensure that the object is valid. Ensures object is valid when created. Jeez, when created. I keep getting ahead of myself in my brain, so my fingers start typing other letters. And for some reason, I'm fixated on E, I guess. All right, we're going to do two different examples of a constructor and then two different examples of a destructor. We'll figure it out. We're going to wing it. What do we always do, guys? We wing it. We're going to wing it. All right, so let's just start with, nope, not in here. Give us some space. I need space. Public class person. We'll do that. No. So, what's the person? Well, they need a string for a name. Oh, excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Woo! I just had a sneezing fit, and I feel like I'm gonna do it again. Anyways, I tried to mute my mic, but it did not work. So next we're going to do the age. Those are some variables that we're going to need to fill in. And then I'm going to just label this default constructor, right? Public person, bloop. And then in here, name, unknown for now. Because what can we do? We can override it later. Age equals 0. All right? Okay. Yep. That's pretty straightforward, right? That's pretty straightforward. So in here, we're just going to do something like, here we go. Person, we'll just say person1, is a new person, right? Then we're going to console.writeLine. And then we're going to say person1's name. Oops. Oh my god. Output the name, which is technically unknown. We wrote that down. I'm going to say console.writeLine. And then we're going to do the age. Output the age of 0. Right? Bam. That is a default constructor. No parameters set, right? Run it real quick. Unknown 0. Perfect. Easy, right? Now, we're going to comment this out real quick. What is the Control K? Control C won't work, will it? No, that's just going to copy. No, that doesn't work either. Just need to... I don't know why it has... Oh, that's supposed to be right there. I might have done something silly. All right, we're just going to go edit, advanced, comment selection. Same thing right here. We're going to say this is default constructor. And then comment this out as well. Edit, advanced. Why are you so fickle? All right. Now, we're going to use what's called a parameterized constructor. Let's just do this one more time. Default constructor. We've been doing this, right? We've been doing this pretty easily. Now we're going to say parameterized. Parameterized. Don't judge me. And with the parameterized constructor, we're going to make another class of public class person, right? As we've been doing. Public string name. Nope, we're not using getters and setters in this one. Public int age. Okay. Now, const. We're just going to go with that. We're just going to shorten it down. We don't need to write the whole thing. If you guys need to write the whole thing, absolutely write the whole thing. Public person string name, and then we also need int age, right? So now, name, we're just going to say name equals name, age equals age. Boom. Too easy, right? Too easy. Absolutely too easy. So then we're going to go into here. Para const. So for parameterized constructor, we're going to say person 2 equals new person. And then with that, we'll say, oh, you know what? Let's actually add parameters in there. I don't know why. I said with parameters, Alice, comma, age 30. So now, console.writeLine, person to name. This should output Alice. Console.writeLine, and then person to dot age. Why are you being so sneaky today? And then this should output 30, right? Too easy. So there's not a lot different from parameterized versus parameterized versus default. But let's pop that. Alice 30. Bam. So all we did was we constructed it and gave it parameters. Super straightforward. You guys are great. All right. One more thing, guys. I promise one more thing. We have to comment this out real quick. And we're going to do the deconstructor. The destructor, I'm sorry, not deconstructor. Although I feel like deconstructor would make more sense. But I'm not the person who wrote this. So instead they were like, I want it to be constructed and then destructed. Right? Yeah, of course. So up here, now we're going to learn about destructors. You know what? Let's do a quick talk about what are destructors. Right? Because of course we need to do that. So these are special methods. They're called automatically when an object is destroyed or finalized. Called when an object is destroyed or finalized. Maybe I should have done another video on this. I don't know. Oh, finalized by the garbage collector. Yes, it is literally called that. So their primary purpose is any really necessary final cleanup, you should really say. Final cleanup, because you don't want to just call them randomly throughout your code. Like unmanaged resources. So if we're handling files, let's just like files, database connections, these need to be severed because they will just essentially unmanaged resources are just going to consume and consume and consume if they're never like stopped. So you need to destroy them. So let's just do something. Let's just make a constructor, and then we'll do a destructor right after. So we'll do public class, and yeah, I could have done it for these ones. I didn't think about that, okay, guys? I already commented it out, and I'm not going to uncomment them. Public class, we'll say resource holder, right? Yup, that's what we're going to say. And let's just give some space, and we're going to say constructor. I'm going to say public resource holder again. And then why are you being weird? It's always weird. So now we're just going to go over, this is going to allocate resources, right? So console.writeLine, and it's just resources allocated. We don't even need to technically run this. We're just going over what constructors and destructors are. So we've been using constructors this whole time. So now let's do the destructor. This needs to be again ran towards the end. And how you symbolize a constructor is, I'm sorry, not with that. Where's the squiggly on my? There we go. I couldn't remember. I hit the same button, but I was just being big dum-dum. Resource holder, right? And so in here, we're going to say just clean up resources. And so console.writeLine. And then we'll say resources removed. Bam. Super easy. So this obviously isn't what's happening. That's just the console. All we're doing is calling the destructor, and we're saying destroy the class with this name on it. Gotcha? Gotcha. All right. So let's go into, you know what? We got to do one more thing. I forgot. I almost went into main. So now we're going to do something with the usage. So let's do void create and destroy resource holder, right? Okay, so we're gonna call resource holder, and we're gonna say resource holder. We're gonna make a new instance of resource holder. We've done this a billion times. So now I'm gonna explain this, right? So resource holder goes out of scope here, right? And will be eligible for garbage collection. So the destructor, right? Now we've got this set to void create and destroy. This is it already knows what we're doing here. So now create and destroy doesn't like this. What am I doing? All right, hold on. Destroy resource holder. This actually is in the wrong spot. I don't know why. I'm getting so tired, but I need to do this. I need to finish these up for you guys. Create and destroy resource holder. So what this does is it's now forcing the garbage collection to see destructor in action. Not recommended. in production code. Do you guys know why that is? So it'd be something like gc.collect and then gc.wait for pending finalizers. Why is this red here? I don't remember. Oh man, I am losing my train of thought today. We already created this. Bam. Does this go outside? I can't remember. Does that go outside? Gosh, it's been a really long day. There we go. No, that's not right. Method must have a return type. Anyways, we're just going to undo this for now. We're just going to move this back in here. Okay. I think I messed up where I think this is supposed to go. Where did I put this? I think I messed up somewhere in my own pseudocode where I'm supposed to put this. I'm so sorry, guys. But anyways, let's just do this. I think I want to do this. Copy X. What we need to do is not inside of resource holder. Oh, yeah, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff backwards. Okay, guys, we're gonna start over. We're not gonna start over, but we're gonna start right here. This needs to be taken out entirely. Control copy, Control X, whatever you prefer. And outside of our public class, we needed to make a usage, right? And then I don't think this is gonna work right here. No, I think I still need to do void right here, and then probably I can't remember exactly how to do this. Is actually, see, now you're seeing why it's good to brush up on your skills. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna skip this for now because I can't remember and I might have to come back and fix this again. So basically, right here, usage is going to be create and destroy resource holder, right? So we're calling a new one into scope. And then what are we doing right after that? So we need to make a public class. Sometimes it doesn't help to only write pseudocode. Sometimes I really should create an actual program, but I like doing that on the fly with you guys. So our constructor would be, another constructor would be public resource holder, and then we're just going to say, what, there we are, public resource holder, wait, hold on, I think I realized what I did. Oh, God, I did a whole bunch of messy things here. My notes are screwed up. It looks like I might have Alt-Z at some point. Yeah, I did something silly. Ignore this. I'm just... That's nothing. That's nothing. All right, we've got our public... Let's go over this. We've got our public class resource holder. We make a constructor, we make a destructor. The destructor is labeled with that, right? And then I don't think I'm supposed to put this in main, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And I gotta get it right. Give me 2 seconds to go over this. Okay, I'm reading through it and I see what I have done wrong. So we've got, I'll just go through this and I'll show you guys exactly where I messed up because my brain is just not here. So we've got our resource holder. We console write line resources allocated, destructor, resources removed, right? Then we go down to our this void create. This, I think we're just going to get rid of this, actually. Yes, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to do it differently. And I realize what I have done. So, destructor. So, what we're going to do is, this is going to be the usage. So, create and destroy resource holder. That's going to do that. And then that's just the usage. So this is technically, I'm reading my own notes, and all I'm saying to myself is resource holder is the usage. So this is the usage, right? Create and destroy. These are the usage of these. I hope that makes sense. I don't know why I wrote it down like this in my pseudocode. But then we're going to still do the GC collect, right? And then the GC wait for pending finalizers. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to call this, but we're going to make it a method. And that's where I messed up. I knew I was like, why can't I figure this out? We're just going to copy and paste this thing. I don't know why I had like this whole backwards idea in my head. It's a static void. Sorry. And then we're going to say resource holder, new resource holder, blah, blah, blah. So this is... Did I do everything right? I don't know. I'm crazy. So resource holder, we're just going to do this, goes out of scope here and will be eligible for trash, or also known as garbage collection. Gosh, don't ask me why I had a problem with that. I just brain fart. And that's why you sit down and review your code. Next time, I'm not going to do constructors and destructors in the same one. There won't be a next time. Well, maybe for another language. Yeah, anyways. So let's just kind of go through it. All right. We're kind of in the final steps here, guys. I am so sorry about that. Totally lost my brain. And then, yeah. So we make a public class called resource holder. Here's the constructor. We annotate the destructor with that little squiggly line. I forget what this is called sometimes, but squiggly line is absolutely fine. So now we're going to call, create, and destroy resource holder. That's going to bring it into effect. And then we're going to collect it and wait for pending finalizers. I'm not going to go over collect and pending finalizers just yet because we're already at 22 minutes. But let's just run this. I don't know why I couldn't remember. Resources allocated, resources removed. Now, we didn't actually allocate and remove anything. Well, we did remove. We did technically allocate it, but a very, very minute amount. This is, if we were supposedly like console, this is just console read lining in a file, right? Let's say is 500 gigabytes large. Maybe we work for an accounting firm. Over here, we would need to delete or destroy garbage, right? Trash that file of 500 gigabytes. And that's what's going on. And so over here, we're just holding it because it goes out of scope now. It's done. It's ready for garbage collection. Boom. It's destroyed. It's destructed. All right, guys, I am sorry. I am crazy. I need to go take a break is probably what it is. I've been at this for like an hour or two now, recording new videos. I started with encapsulation. I'm down here, and I still have like 6 or 7 videos to go. So, you guys, make sure you control save. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Please comment down below. Like, share, subscribe. Have a wonderful night.